Have you ever felt in your life that maybe tests or school made you believe you are not smart? Other people seemed always to understand faster, give better answers, and teacher praised them while you were still trying to follow. In this video, I want to show you why that old picture of intelligence is misleading and why a big part of your intelligence is actual learnable. We will looking at a thinking model by Harvard professor David Perkins, which Vera F. Birkenbihl loved because it shows you three parts of intelligence. One part is given, and two parts are fully in our hands for your whole life. So let's get started.
This important thinking model by Harvard professor David Perkins challenges the classical IQ concept that has dominated for decades. On the one hand, he assumes a learnable intelligence. This means intelligence depends strongly on how we approach and manage learning processes. On the other hand, he shows that intelligence in real life has little to do with what intelligence researchers measure with IQ tests. That is why his book is called Outsmarting IQ. Only in the subtitle do we see the term learnable intelligence. Once, the big question was mainly innate or educated. Perkins introduces three factors. That is why Vera F. Birkenbihl calls his model Perkins 1, 2, 3. We can turn the wheels on two of these three to improve our intelligence. Only cog 1, innate, is fate. Cogs 2 and 3 we can control ourselves for life. It's about innate neural speed, which is the speed at which our neurons fire. That's the cog we can't turn. Those who are fast can shift quickly, meaning people who actually do better on IQ tests, so we can see some correlation between Perkins' first factor and the so-called IQ test. The following is important. We notice whether we are neuronally slow or fast when we have to process new things. When was the last time you learned something new? A new dance, a new language, new facts, knowledge, whatever. And what was it like in the past when you had to learn new things, for example at school? Did you often feel stupid back then because so many others understood faster than you? The problem for the neuronally slow is above all that it attacks self-esteem. If you never find out that neuronally slow people simply take longer to learn for the first time. At the same time, however, the slow ones tend to get to the bottom of things more thoroughly. Note the word formation, because, as Einstein once said, they have to teach themselves everything important. But this self-instruction demands from the learners what expensive private schools also enforce. One must work on the material autonomously. The tragedy is that nobody explains this in school. So many neurally slow people walk around thinking they are stupid, when in reality, they simply need more time on the first pass and often understand things more deeply in the long run. Neuronal fast sometimes have such an easy time at first that everyone around them, family, neighbours, friends of the family, etc., thinks they are particularly talented. It is also emphasised again and again with regard to IQ that speed is one of the factors by which one can recognise high IQ. But the fact is that this only works well with our school system up to about the age of 15, because our lessons at regular schools are so extremely flat. At exclusive schools, these high flyers are more noticeable and learn to get to the bottom of things, because these schools are better than most regular schools for both slow and fast children. So both fast and slow brains have strengths and weaknesses. The problem is that our school system mostly rewards speed and surface, not depth and autonomous thinking. Who know Vera F. Birkenbihl know also her thinking model of the knowledge network. First thread, you know a bit. With the second thread, it is easier to crochet new details into existing threads than to form new threads outside the net. This mental image can help us to understand Perkins 2. The more we know, the easier it is for us to learn new things. Namely, if the new already finds threads in the knowledge network to which it can dock on. In plain language, this means, first, the more we know, the more information can dock somewhere, so no longer 100% is new. Like this, we level out the difference between faster and slower thinkers. Second, the more we know, the more information, data, facts, experiences, etc. we can fall back on when we want to think. So we can think smarter. This is the main concern of Perkins' concept of learnable intelligence. Third, the more we know, the more associations arise when we think. Therefore, more will occur to us, and that more knowledge also makes us more creative. This means that building your knowledge network is not about being gifted. It is about exposing your brain to rich, meaningful material and connecting it with good methods. The more threads you have, the smarter you can act, because new information finds a place to dock. We can choose. Perkins calls this aspect reflective intelligence, meaning our ability how we think, learn, solve problems, etc. This is his great stroke of genius. By changing the method, we change the results and can perform better. And this third aspect significantly increase our intelligence. We choose the tools, the techniques we use to learn. We have full control over this aspect. This is where brain-friendly methods come in. By choosing tools like ABC lists, CAWA, knowledge quizzes, mind maps and wallpaper effect, instead of close your eyes and learn, we directly increase this third aspect of intelligence. It is up to us, again, only from a certain age, whether we use those brain-friendly learning tools, adapt to the way our brain works, or follow the close your eyes and learn method. Well-known alternatives to this are bulimic learning, cramming, swatting, and memorizing. Even if journalists like to use these words as synonyms for learning, they have as little to do with learning as those who use them have any idea about learning. None at all. If you've spent years believing, "I'm just not intelligent enough," this model reveals that there's more to the story. One aspect of intelligence is the innate speed at which you process information. However, the breadth of your knowledge network and your learning and thinking styles are entirely within your control for life. By creating extensive knowledge networks and employing brain-friendly techniques instead of cramming, you can enhance your performance and feel significantly smarter in daily life. As adults, many of us have come to view ourselves as untalented or stupid in certain areas due to past methods that failed us. Yet, by changing our approach, we can achieve dramatically different results. It's truly exhilarating to embrace new attempts and possibilities.
If you want to start turning these two cogs, begin with my ABC list video and my CAWA video in the Knowledge Hub playlist. They show you how to grow your knowledge network and think more associatively, the way Vera F. Birkenbihl recommended. And if this video helped you, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks they are just not smart enough.